So if he's off the board, maybe a guy like Greedy Williams. If not, then I'm not exactly sure because I don't feel comfortable taking a receiver round one with how deep this class is, to put it. There's a lot of cornerback talent you could get the second round if they want to move back. I know you're hearing a lot of Chase Winovich, the other Michigan linebacker. If they were dead set on him and there was nobody else, I feel like they could trade back a couple picks and take him. So it sounds like they're dead set on defense, to be honest. So it's either going to be linebacker or cornerback. It's just a matter of who falls to them on the board.
I even saw Montez Sweat.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, just because with our defensive line depth and how much money we have sunken in between Tuitt, Hayward, and I think they want to extend Hargrave in the next couple seasons. But right. He's not really like a stand up guy, and I know he's one of the best edge rushers in class, that's for sure. But he just had that thing with, I think it was a heart condition concerning him. I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but he had something questionable with one of his medicals, and that obviously.
He was medically red flagged for a heart condition. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know how far it's going to drop him down, but I don't know if he necessarily fits with the Steelers either.
Yeah. So side linebacker, cornerback, wide receiver, that has to be. And some, the first three picks have to be those, right? Do you see any other position they'd go for?
Yeah, maybe tight end in the second or third round, depending on who's there.
Yeah,
but with Vance McDonald kind of, flexing his muscles last year, I think the Steelers are excited in what they have in him. I'll be surprised if they don't bring Xavier Grimble back, to be honest. But no, the blueprint's there for the Steelers. Their work's cut out for them. It's just a matter of actually making it happen.
Yeah, it's just such an unknown at this point. So far the off season has been okay, and everybody they got is like a nice, temporary fix. But yeah, the real fixes might be in the draft. So
right, but also that's, like I spoke about earlier, that's going to be an advantage for them because, if, let's say, a guy they want's kind of sitting there at like 12 or 13, had they not signed Mark Barron, they may be pressed to, pull the trigger on a trade to move up and potentially get a guy that's not even there. So it kind of gives them like a life vest sort of protection against, trying to move up and go get a guy that, either might be a bust or won't even be there.
What I would like to know is, I don't know, you play like fantasy football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, fantasy sports. I wonder how close that is to reality. And what I mean is, like, I wonder how much all of them talk. Like, let's say the Steelers really wanted one of the Devons and they know they'd have to go top 10, so they'd have to talk to the Bills or something like that. So I wonder how much they would talk to the Bills and say, listen, let's do a deal, but let me know if you hear something else. Like, I just wonder how much they talk, or how much every team talks to each other. It's like, about who they really want.
Right. And the kind of tricky part with that is, you're kind of getting to the whole like mock draft debate. You see guys at ESPN, the Bleacher Report, etc., that put out these mock drafts, and you kind of wonder, hey, like, they have a lot of information. The teams, or is this really what the team's thinking? And even speaking on a like team-to-team basis, if you're trying to talk to somebody, they might be blowing smoke up your ass when you talk to them. So you don't know what they intend on doing. You're seeing that right now with the Cardinals. They have the number one pick. They might go and take Kyler Murray and trade away Josh Rosen, or they might be shooting everybody to take a guy like Nick Bosa. It's right. All kind of this mind game that teams play, and I love it. I can't get enough of it. But someday the draft has to start, and the truth will be in the pudding.
Yeah, it's interesting. Especially it's interesting now how they do it, where the round one is just one night, and then they spread it out over a few days. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember whenever the draft was just on one day. So I'm a big fan of that. I wish they would go back and do that. But there's money to be made everywhere. So
it was all day Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah, you're a football junkie. You just get it all in one day. You're watching Mel Kiper with his helmet of hair,
his nerd glasses.
Yeah, is he still alive? He's still doing stuff, right? Oh
yeah, he's still making bad decisions on the other team. But,
I do like that. He would rip on a team like, I can't believe they took that guy. Like,
that's kind of the good thing about him, that he's not shy to share his opinion at all. Good for him, to be honest.
That's what we need. We need to be a specialist at one thing a year. You need to be like the St. Patrick's Day specialist or something like that, or like the NFL draft guy. I mean, for the other 364 days of the year, he does nothing, but he's just an expert on that one day.
Yeah, I mean, you did find me out here to Phoenix to cover the owners meeting, so I think I kind of found.
Oh my God, you're the NFL owners meeting, and you've done such a great job. Your expense reports are amazing. They're very detailed. Thank you. You even put the tip on there. That's wonderful.
Yeah, 20%. That's how you do it. If you don't have money, you don't have the money to tip, don't go out.
That's right. All right, man. Thanks a lot. Donnie Druin from SteelersNow.com and at Donnie Druin on Twitter. And from the Pilot to Pylon podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for throwing that in. Hey, thanks, Joey.
Hey, I'll see you. Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. We'll be talking Penguins, do a Pirates season preview, do another fantasy draft. I haven't done that in a while. Thanks again to Donnie Druin. Talk to you later. Another episode is in the bag.